Hi there, this is Lee McQueen, and I'm following up on my previous Green Party video just to mention some more details. The Green Party has started a blog podcast. Um, it's called Greens on the Ground Podcast. And so they broadcast on the last Thursday of each month. And so the next broadcast is going to be July 28th. And it's a call-in kind of show. And you can just go to the link that I'm going to leave in the description. And then on the last Thursday of each month, they broadcast live. And if you miss the live show, you can hear the recording and hear all the call-ins. But just another communication device just recently launched by the Green Party. Some other news that I found extremely interesting is the invitation to Black Lives Matter. But before I tell you about that, I'm just going to refer you to previous videos that I've created about the Green Party presidential candidate, Jill Stein, some background on the Green Party, and then also a video I created of when it's appropriate for a third party to spoil. And basically, I referred to Abraham Lincoln as the standard bearer for the Republican Party, which was once a third party in North America that rose under the groundswell for abolition of slavery. It was time to spoil a sick, diseased political and economic institution, and so by popular demand, a third party rose. And I think we're at that time again. And so that's why I've been focusing on the Green Party quite frequently. And so the Green Party has sent out an invitation. It's called an open letter to Black Lives Matter supporters from the Green Party Presidential Convention co-chairs, and that's from Margaret Flowers and James Lane. The Green Party Convention takes place at the University of Houston in Texas on August 4th through 7th, and so that's 1 week following the Democrat National Convention. And so Alicia Garcia has spoken out about the treatment of Black Lives Matter activists by the Democratic and Republican parties. The way that they failed to halt the growing hatred and inequality that targets people of color in the United States and around the world. And so I've spoken of that to myself, the way Donald Trump has spoken about people of color, of different ethnicities, of different backgrounds, and then of the way his supporters have treated people of color and different ethnicities and backgrounds, and extreme hostility displayed. And a part of me wonders if Donald Trump is actually reenacting Sacha Baron Cohen's Borat movie or something. He's going all around the United States and just baiting left and right, bigot baiting and racist baiting and prejudice baiting, just all around the United States. And just we see the results with our camera, footage of just ridiculous behavior, obscene behavior. And it just makes me wonder if, like, at the Republican National Convention, he's going to roll that beautiful bean footage and we'll just see a total ugly, messy display of the ridiculousness of North America while Donald Trump stands there and laughs at everyone from the podium. That's what I think. I mean, half of me thinks that's what's happening, that he's trolling America and just going around seeing how big of fools he can make of the people that's following his rhetoric, like it's something, useful to follow. And then secretly he's just laughing at everyone. like a circus ringmaster. I don't know. And then on the other side of the coin, we have Hillary Clinton, who has been confronted by Black Lives Matter activists, and she's laughed in their faces. And then she's dismissed them as like, look, we've got better issues to talk about. And while her security grips the activists out of her rally, if you can call like 20 people a rally, but her reactions to Black Lives activists has been pretty hostile too. And the way she just said, all lives matter. And then the way Bill Clinton kind of wagged his finger and like looked outraged, like, how dare you speak to me like that? And even just the fact that the phenomenon of mass incarceration, mandatory minimum drug sentencing, the harsh penalties, the targeting and stalking harassment of Black youth didn't begin with Bill Clinton necessarily, but he did expand that notion and just cemented it into our nationwide policy. And then the federal funds that the crime bill provided to local municipal law enforcement encouraged the practice, provided inspiration for the practice. And then Hillary Clinton earned money for her political campaigns from the prison lobby. So that's their sick relationship to Black people and certainly Black youth in North America. They've used them, they've abused them, they've dismissed them, they've condescended to them, they've acted like their lives didn't matter. So that's the major party attitude towards Black Lives Matter, one of hostility, hatred, derision, dismissal, arrogance, and then predatory type of behavior, the earning money off of their lives, the lives that have been ruined, the incarcerated people. And, coincidentally, it's Hillary Clinton who referred to a lot of Black youth euphemistically as super predators, but that makes her king super predator because she's the one who's earning money and preying upon, like a predator does, upon Black lives, Black minds, and Black bodies and Black hearts. So the Green Party is calling the people involved with this group, the Black Lives Matter, the activists. She's calling them, the Green Party is referring to them as courageous, struggling to end racist policies that perpetrate violence on Black and brown communities through redlining, gentrification, disinvestment, criminalization, the drug war, mass incarceration, and more. And so the Green Party says it's time to disrupt that status quo. They're inviting all the people who care about protecting and empowering Black lives to work on building power movements outside the corporate duopoly, the Republican Party and the Democrat Party, via the Green Party. And so there's chances at the Democrat National Convention to get more familiar with the Green Party platform. I remember from an itinerary that they are having workshops on how to run for office. Bernie Sanders sent out a call for people, progressives, to run for political office and to enter the political system in order to enact change, to change the structure for the better, to make it more progressive and responsive to the people, and to take it back from the corporations. And so he didn't necessarily say the Democrat Party is where people should run. He just said people should run for office. And if you're progressive, of course, you can run as a progressive with the Democrat Party. I will say this, that progressives have been treated with contempt by the Democrat Party, and that has been exhibited by the contempt of Hillary Clinton's subordinates and Hillary Clinton herself for her surrogates for progressives. Most lately exhibited by the inclusion of the Trans-Pacific Partnership in the Democrat Party platform. Progressives are anti-TPP, as is most of the base of the Democrat Party. And then also Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump are anti-TPP. Hillary's like, we can leave it in there. And then also fracking. Hillary Clinton has decided that fracking should stay on the Democrat Party platform. It's a very harmful practice. It poisons groundwater. It causes seismic activity. So it's dangerous to our environment. It's very harmful to our living to have fracking. And so, there's that ambivalence with the Democrat Party that does not exist with the Green Party. So there's going to be workshops teaching people how to run for office. They want you to get involved at the federal, state, or local level, and you can fill out a form. And I'm going to leave that link in the description where you can follow it. And so the Green Party is made up of people who care about economic, racial, environmental justice. They work to end wars and create positive alternatives. And so Greens have been elected to various levels of government, and more than 150 are running in this year's the coming election. And so Margaret Flowers and James Lane are saying that they look forward to seeing you at the Green Party convention in Houston, and your interest in the Green Party. And so I think that's a fine option. And the good thing about the Greens is they're going state by state, flipping more states green as time goes by. And I think they're aiming to get at least 47 flips in time for the fall election. And then they're just going to keep on building. And so the good thing about the Green Party is there isn't a corporate ownership. They are not bought or bossed by Wall Street. Unlike the Republican Party, unlike the Democrat Party, and then to some extent the Libertarian Party, who welcomes corporate interests. The Green Party is the one major party remaining recognized by the Federal Election Commission that is not bossed or bought by Wall Street. So, help yourself.